Okay, here's the first one. The sum of two numbers is 45. The first number is 8 greater than the second number. What are the two numbers? Okay, they're just numbers. We have to translate this into math language. The sum, we know we're going to add, of two numbers, so they're unknown. I can make them x and y. I can make them a and b. This time, let's make them a and b. The first number and the second number is, that gives us our equals 45. So we kind of check that. We have a sum. We've got an equals. Great. That's our first equation. So new sentence. The first number, our first number is a, is, so that's our equals, 8 greater than the second number. So often we kind of write that as a plus 8 greater. We could write it at the beginning, but it's kind of easier to see that the plus is there if we write a plus 8. Then the second number, and our second number was b. Okay, now we have two equations and two unknowns, so we can solve for our numbers. Easy enough. This one's kind of set up for substitution since we have a equals b plus 8. Those two things are equal, so when we have a up here, we can just replace it with b plus 8. So I'm writing a new thing. Okay, that's our b plus 8. Then I have a plus b equals 45. Now I've got one equation and one unknown. I know how to solve that. Next step is the one people most often forget, combine like terms. I have a b here and a b here, means I've got two b's. Plus 8 equals 45. Okay, now I want to solve for b, get it by itself. I've got two things to get rid of. I've got a 2 times b, that hidden multiplication there, and a plus 8. Take care of the far away for one first. Minus 8. Do it to one side. Got to keep them equal. Do it to the other side. 2b equals. Okay, and then we subtract 37. Okay. Good so far. We have multiplication in between, so we divide by 2. We do it to one side. We do it to the other side. Left with b. And we divide those. That's our number. So that is our second number, because it was b. If it had said integer, I would be worried because it has a decimal, but it doesn't, so that's okay. Now I pick one of these equations. It doesn't really matter which. I'll use this one. Seems pretty easy to find a. A equals b, which is 18.5. Plus 8. I add those up, get 26.5. Okay, so then I have my two numbers. I could, oh, my handwriting's terrible here, sorry. 26.5 and 18.5. If I want to check them, I can add those together to see if they if they equal, what do I want them to equal? 45. So 18.5 plus 26.5 is 45. So then we're good. So what are the two numbers? I found them both, and I've got my answer. So my answer is 26.5, 18.5.